All right, what is up? Welcome to the Morning Spike. This is where all the Nerd Huddle comes together and helps you out with your fantasy football. But since that time is over, we're just hanging out and talking NFL, talking playoffs, having a good time. Packers suck. Happy. Oh yeah. So you guys want to talk about the Saturday games before we get into the Sunday games? A little recap.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell happened?
I have no idea.
Robert coming and go Ravens.
Dude.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, they got the same amount of wins as the Packers in the playoffs.
Yep.
So
man.
How you
that
doing?
was our jersey winner right there.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the guy who won our jersey.
Congrats.
I have no idea what I was watching, man. I really thought it was just gonna be blowout. They scored that early touchdown with AJ Dillon. I'm like, okay, that's pretty early. It might be a blowout. And then that was it. That was it.
Yeah. Rodgers does what he does best in the playoffs, chokes. And I forgot who I said it to, but I was like the special teams. I might have said it on Panda and Grizzly on Tuesday, and I was saying special teams.
Yep.
You know, I was like, they should have, punt and kickoff return was going to go to like Debo Samuel. That's what they should have done. I don't think that's what they did, but it was like, get him the ball as much as possible, especially on special teams. And sure enough, special teams is what killed the Packers.
I mean, they had a block punt. They would give a kickoff, like they get the ball at the 50, 60-yard line every other rip. It was crazy. 60-yard line. 50, 40
I know.
yard
When you
line.
said 60, I'm like, is this Canadian football? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure it was just amazing how bad their special teams are. I mean, got field goal block, punt block, kick off, can't do anything. It was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So football fans said last night we learned that ivermectin is not a performance-enhancing drug, and A-Rod has the antibodies to prevent getting the Super Bowl ring. Yeah, I think A-Rod needs to call Joe Rogan about some football advice. Like, hey, Rogan, what do I do?
Funny. But the game was exciting. Funny. Unfortunately, I seen only highlights. I went on. We had a sitter, so we took advantage of it. But it was exciting. I saw the other game. Both ended in field goals, which was great. But I did see highlights of it, and I was so impressed and happy what they did, and I was shocked to hear what was the final score, because the last score I saw was 7-3 in the third quarter. And I'm like, man, they have a shot. But yeah. So I can't really give much input. You guys are telling me about the special teams. Once again, I saw some highlights. It wasn't all of it.
It was just close. It was just like back and forth, nothing but like it was just so close. Like I said, when there was that one touchdown at the beginning, the very beginning of the game, I'm like, this is going to be a blowout. After that, it was basically nothing. And then who ended up scoring the other touchdown for San Fran? It was
Here, let me get that up right here.
I think it was I can't even remember who it was. It wasn't Mitchell. Who scored? Oh, it was the defensive touchdown. That's why.
Yeah, you're right.
It was defensive touchdown. But there was another one. It was another one, wasn't it? Or it was nothing but field goals.
It was field goals in the block punt. The block
right.
Punt.
The punt, right. So that was it. And then I'm like,
Jimmy G did nothing. I was like, they interviewed him last night. I was like, why are you interviewing him? Me and him did the exact same thing. Nothing.
No, because if you're in the reception and he got sacked 4 times.
Yeah.
He was almost intercepted. It was like the Green Bay guy was almost there. If it wasn't slick, it would intercepted 4 times. He was terrible. It was awful.
That's crazy that Green Bay special teams were worse than Jimmy G. Jimmy G was 11 for 19, 131, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That is horrible. for
Yeah. How many
a
times
divisional
those
playoff game.
almost intercepted? It was like they were right there to intercept the ball like 3 or 4 times. He just was terrible, and he's making it to the championship game. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we had Jimmy Mills. That was crazy. Jimmy G should have had at least 2 pick sixes. Yeah, that's kind of what Brian's saying. Yeah,
it was just bad. I mean, literally, Deebo Samuel is amazing. Deebo Samuel was like, we could run it, pass it, kick off, everything. He was doing everything for that team. Between Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, that was the entire offense. That was it.
There was nothing. There was no offense at all. I mean, I'm not even saying that Aaron Rodgers did so great either.
No.
Like,
oh no, he did.
He got sacked 5 times and he had a fumble.
So he had 225 yards.
He threw the ball to Devontae Adams like 18 times. That's all he did. It was crazy.
And
Aaron.
Go ahead.
11. No, I was saying like 0 touchdown for Aaron Rodgers. That's crazy. 0 interceptions as well, but 0 touchdown, which is
but the fumble doesn't
bonkers.
help either.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear what he said after that? He said that there's a lot of players that are under contract now. The contracts are ending. He doesn't want to be a part of a rebuild team.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think about that?
He'll probably retire. I don't know.
What if he goes plays a year in Pittsburgh? I don't know. But
2 years? 2 years in Pittsburgh?
I mean, he could. But the Packers are $48 million over the cap before negotiating with Devontae Adams.
Wow, that high?
You understand what I'm saying? They're $48 million over before any of that.
So yeah,
isn't Jimmy the Packers fan?
No, he's
a Bucks fan.
Okay, who's our freaking Packers fan that was saying Aaron was better?
We had a new guy, Jaden, coming in. So shout out to Jaden. He was a hardcore Packers fan.
He was. No matter what he said, he would defend him. I'm like, damn, dude. Like,
I don't know if he is anymore. Yeah, he was saying that
I know
Aaron
a couple
Rodgers
Chicago Bears fans that act the same way, but I don't. I don't know about that.
I know.
I wonder who, Martin. I wonder who.
No sense. But I don't even have a Bears jersey on right now. Look at that.
Like he.
You look like you just interviewed for the head coach of the Bears, man. With your visor cap.
My visor on. I got my
windbreakers.
That's funny.
But yeah, he was defending him. He was saying A-Rod is the best QB ever. I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
But Aaron Rodgers reminded me more and more of Dan Marino. I mean, he got one, but if he's gonna have all of the passing. If he plays 3 more years, he's gonna have all the passing records. All. And it won't matter.
He's 38. He's done.
Brady's 44.
That's Brady. Brady's an alien.
He's not done.
He's doing.
We hope this whole offseason we're gonna be sitting there talking about he's done. He's gonna come back and he's gonna still be Aaron Rodgers.
He might be done in Green Bay though. I think he's done in Green Bay. But there's a good handful of teams where all they need is a quarterback, and if all he cares about is winning another championship, I mean, Cleveland, Denver. I mean, there's teams out there that all they need is a quarterback. I know we're gonna get into that conversation.
Yeah,
eventually in the offseason for sure. But yeah,
What about New Orleans? We talking about San Francisco about to be in the championship game. New Orleans was almost to that seed. They were that close to being in the playoffs.
That's true.
With the tight end playing quarterback.
Can you imagine that? Hey, New Orleans, Aaron Rodgers. As long as he's not in our division, I really don't care.
Yeah.
You go anywhere. You go to Atlanta. You can go wherever. I don't care.
So, I don't want him to end up in Detroit. I don't think he'll end up in Detroit.
I'd be okay.
I'm just thinking of our division right now.
I don't care about Detroit.
What other team, like AFC team, would he go in the AFC?
He'll go West Coast somewhere. He'll try to get one of those teams.
That's what he wants.
The Raiders?
No.
The Niners.
I don't know why
I was saying the Niners, but
no.
The Niners would be interesting.
I don't know about Niners.
It'll be interesting because I mean, think about it. They don't necessarily have to have your rookie guy playing right now. I mean, Jimmy G is terrible. Is awful. He can just go do a Kevin Durant. If I can't beat him, I'm gonna join him.
He could, but I think, we were talking about it on Friday. They have too much. They invested too much already in Trey Lance, and they're gonna give that a good shot. I don't know if that's the right call, but I think that's what they're gonna do.
I don't know.
And then,
about Josh Rosen with Arizona, they were like, yeah, let's get rid of this guy.
Yeah,
he might know.
Right. Jimmy G.
I think Trey Lance.
Jimmy G said, "Oh no, he said, yeah, he's not going anywhere." The defense for the Niners coordinator, he called a great game against the Packers offense. Yeah,
he really did.
Yeah.
I mean, there were besides Devontae Adams, no one else was open. There was no one open. But I mean, what's his name? Backyard or whatever, that their left tackle being out, that was a big deal. No one talked about how big a deal that really was. AJ Dillon going out in the second quarter, that's a big deal. You know, when they start losing their guys on offense, I mean, they have no tight end. You know, because Tunyon was out. I mean, this team.
Tunyon wasn't even a factor all season.
But because he was been hurt for the last since week 6.
He's a bum.
Still, they have a lot of these.
He's only relevant because of Rodgers. I mean, I'll give you that. He's only relevant because Rodgers. If he goes anywhere else, he's nothing. You know,
he's a guy.
But yeah, he's just a guy out there.
Yeah.
So
he's a jag. Just a guy.
He's a Jaguar, you said?
No, he's a jag.
Jag.
Just a guy. He's just a jag.
He's just a jag.
So just before we move on, because I'm over the Green Bay already. One last thing was to put a cherry on top how bad their special team was. I think Brian sent the article too. Is the last play of the game, the winning field goal, they didn't even have a full squad on the field.
They only had 10 guys on the field, guys.
How bad Green Bay special teams were doing in a playoff game. They couldn't even get a full squad out on the field for a game-winning field goal.
All that ice, as cold as it was, they didn't even have all their guys out there trying to block that field goal.
It's stupid mistakes, simple mistakes that you can't let go, and that's what happened to them. You know, like I'm just over this game. I'm over I don't even want to talk about it.
I just want to say one last thing. It's hilarious. You know, so Aaron Rodgers has an 0-4 record against the 49ers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
0-4 against the 49ers in the playoffs.
There you go, man. I guess we know who owns San Francisco or who owns Green Bay.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. But he said, Rodgers said he was going to boycott the Super Bowl. That was, I remember that. That's why we had the big, I was like, wait, they're going to Vegas. No, they're staying in California because he was talking about boycotting because the NFL was talking about changing the location because of COVID. But they said, like, no, that's not true. So here you go. Now Aaron Rodgers can really boycott.
Aaron Rodgers going to the Super Bowl. It's section 102, row 9, seat 7.
Yeah.
So he'll be there.
He'll be there. So, and then finally, big shout out to Robbie freaking Gould, man. He will always be a Chicago Bear. That man, you know, he might play for San Francisco, but he's always in Chicago.
He lives here. He lives here.
Yeah. So granted, what happened with that's why management and ownership sucks in Chicago, because they got rid of Robbie fucking Gould because he had one bad season out of like 50 that he had. He was like, "Oh, you had a bad season."
It was okay. It was not the best season.
He missed like 2 kicks. They're like, "Oh, he's done. He's done with." I was like, "It's still Robbie freaking Gould." But yeah. So Robbie Gould is the one that put the dagger in and killed the Green Bay. So that was definitely happy days in Chicago. But yeah. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find a good one. Will his family be with him?
I think he's talking about Aaron Rodgers being there.
Aaron Rodgers.
Too soon.
All right. So let's move on to the other game, which was another shitty quarterback play that changed the whole play of the game.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
So
it was a more.
Humor Garoppolo.
Is it a shitty quarterback game or is just a great defense game? Great/good defense.
Oh, he had
Look, man, I said
throw
Logan
it
Wilson was going to be a beast, and Logan Wilson was a beast.
Yeah. So I mean, that's why we all could say, "Oh, quarterbacks they'll suck." But if you look at the defensive stats, I'm like, the very first pass of the game was a pick.
It was a bad pass. It was
he
a
cut
terrible
right in front of him.
Yes, he was there. Don't throw that ball. No one else in the NFL would throw that ball.
A.J. Brown was there.
No, the defender was between him and the ball. And so why would you throw that ball? That doesn't make any sense. It was a bad choice. And same thing with that interception at the end of the game. What the hell were you looking at? The guy was right there. If there's a guy between you and the ball, and you're not Aaron Rodgers, don't throw the ball. What are you doing? Like, you literally have 20 seconds. The worst that could happen is you go to overtime. The only thing you can not do is throw an interception. You can even take a sack. You can take a sack and not be a problem. And what's the one thing he does is throws the interception. Come on. You can look me in the eye. If I was on the defense, you couldn't look me in the eye.
Just everyone staring at him as he's walking back to the. I'm like, you sit your ass down. But the big thing, we said that this game was going to be solely reliant on one player. We just thought that one player was going to be Derrick Henry and not Ryan Tannehill. So we were half right because one player did change the entire game of
they gave him 20 carries.
And 20 carries for 62.
Yeah, and a touchdown. That's it. Like, I was expecting
carried more for 66
and a touchdown. So I mean, he still did fine. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it was just okay.
20.
This is playoff.
20 carries. I would expect a little bit more than that. 60 yards.
3.1 average.
Yeah, but come off injury, and you can see he wasn't fluid with his movement. They had to take him off for all pass plays. I mean, it was pretty obvious that was a problem.
Because Dante Foreman had 4 carries and had
4
carries.
yards. 66 yards.
So he had 16 less carries and still put up the same amount of yardage.
And guess what? It would have went to overtime if Tannehill didn't throw 3 interceptions.
Stupid Fredo.
It's not the same. Numbers are right here.
4 more yards.
4 more yards. That means he got more than him.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. And as what Ryan was saying, I agree with what he's saying. Like, he just came off injury. So yeah, there's that factor. But if you see that he's kind of slow, I would have reduced it to 15 carries and give 5 more yards to Dante Foreman, because Foreman has been doing it for the last couple of weeks. A good chunk full of the season since Henry went down. So why just put him in the back burner and only give him 4 carries the moment Henry's back?
Because that's
the same
if he's not 100%, you gotta
they didn't
play him both.
Because of that.
I know, but
honestly, they shouldn't take any touches away from Henry. They should have took more pass plays away from Ryan Tannehill and ran the ball with Foreman with those in.
That's what I'm saying.
They should have did a Bills plan. Patriots plan. They just ran the ball up and down. That's it.
But exactly. This is why I said last week. I'm like, just because Derrick Henry's coming back, that doesn't mean it's a win. It's a given. Last week, I think even Martin, I believe it was Martin, that agreed with me that the Bengals are going to win it. He goes, but Henry's coming back. I'm like, I don't care about Henry.
Hey, we can't. I know you and I were the only ones who said Bengals would win it, but then we also lost the Cowboys one, so we can't really.
I
can't really flaunt that too. But we were the only ones who thought the Bengals would win.
Right.
They didn't.
What do you think I didn't show up for that show? Yeah, I was ashamed. No, but honestly, I'm surprised they didn't give it more to Foreman.
I'm
I think Henry is a great player, but he's not 100%.
It was their offense because the defense on Tennessee did amazing. It's the offense that lost it, and I would say Tannehill is the reason why they lost it, because that defense, they got Joe Burrow 9 times. I really thought he was going to break his ankle again. They got Joe Burrow 9 freaking times.
Yeah.
There's QBs in the league go the entire season without getting sacked 9 times or it takes them the whole season to get sacked 9 times. Like 9 times in a single game, playoff game. And they still managed to somehow win. I don't know how, but it's ridiculous. Defense typically wins championships. Clearly not in this game. But I don't know, because he intercepted it.
We're from Chicago. We know about when your quarterback keeps on turning the ball over and the other team is getting the ball on the 30-yard line and your defense is playing great, but it's happening play after play after play.
They get tired out.
You can only be great. You only can stop them so much. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Tennessee, that offense lost that game.
Yeah.
That quarterback was horrible. They would have been better if he ran it. If they just went straight runs and veer like a high school, straight runs and veer like a high school, they would have won that game. That's what I'm saying. Ryan Tannehill lost that game by himself.
Yeah, 3 picks.
On Friday, there was I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about this game and somebody was going Bengals, and which I'm like, yeah, I'm not against that. I thought this one was gonna be a lot closer like it was than the other game, but I forgot who it was, but he went with Cincinnati because of the better quarterback than Tannehill. And then at the end of the day, really the quarterback play wasn't that much big either way. I mean, between the two quarterbacks, 4 interceptions in this game, which is crazy. A bunch of sacks, and yeah, that was it. I mean,
yeah, just Burrow had a better connection. He went for 348 yards.
Yeah.
Despite
being sacked 9 times.
Yeah.
But
so real quick, he's got Higgins and Chase, which I want to talk about Chase in a second. But Jimmy said, has there ever been another team who's won a game where their QB was sacked 9 times?
Definitely happened in Chicago and Cleveland.
Let me call up Carson Wentz and see if he won at all last year. That would probably be the closest playoff game. Well, that's not the question, though.
Yeah. Well, usually when the defense is that dominant, like they win, but the offense was just way worse. So, but yeah,
you know it. You know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Dominant defense is how we still lose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
don't mention it.
I don't know. It's just very weird, and one team that comes to mind where the offense loses it for them this season happened to be the Baltimore Ravens. Like Lamar was not with Lamar this season. The offense lost it. Defense did fine, but that happened frequently, and they lost by like a field goal or something stupid. Same with the Lions. And I would say even you guys too.
Yeah,
that happened a lot. The offense just lost it, where defense did great. Now it's come to a time
last 36 years, my entire life.
So I mean, but sack 9 times and still come out with the win. That's very impressive.
I like Chase was amazing. AJ Brown was amazing. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
got the answer. Sorry,
yeah, it was. Go ahead, say who was it?
Well, it says here there was only one other quarterback to be sacked more than 8 times and then go to win a playoff game. That was Donovan McNabb back in 2003 during the division playoff game.
Donnie Mack. Oh. Holy crap!
Right. Other than that, the 9 sacks made by the Titans ties a playoff record with the Bills from 66, the Niners in 84, Browns in 86, and Chiefs in 93.
Interesting.
Wow.
Very.
That's been a while.
93.
Hey, I'm useful today. Woohoo. All right.
Well, you're the historian of the freaking crew.
Because I'm the
back
oldest.
We don't see your stone tablet on the side
your
over there.
scrolls and shit.
So tablet. I love that. That's awesome.
Any updated news, he's like, all right, let me go from my stone tablets to my scrolls. He's the guy in freaking Doctor Strange, with the guys like there with the locked up chained books and stuff. He's down there in the basement.
You're wrong.
That's him.
That's funny.
93. Who the is? I don't even. The Chiefs.
93.
Who's their
49ers?
QB then? Like, is Trent Dilfer a name?
Either
That's
Dilfer, maybe Montana.
I don't know. Look, look. No, we're not going that far. Anything beyond 2000, I ain't. Nope.
Yeah.
I'll go 99 with you, and that's as far as it'll go. And that's probably about the 99 Titans and 99 Ravens, and that's it. That's about as far as I'll go. And I'll give you a handful of guys: Eddie George, Ray Lewis, and
same. Yeah. Because before 99, it was mostly basketball. That's all I followed.
I just looked it up.
Oh no.
Joe Montana. Montana was number 19 for the Chiefs.
Wow.
In 93?
Yeah, I told you.
In 93? When was his last Super Bowl title?
He was probably with the Niners from the last Super Bowl, that's for sure. But I don't.
Yeah,
he was only in Kansas City for like 2-3 years.
For 2 years.
Look at the back end of his career.
Yeah.
It's only 2 years.
That's why I said when I was probably Joe Montana.
Well, there it is, everybody. Fredo,
I just proved your guys' point.
I still can't believe that they come out with a win like that. And you know what's funny is when I'm watching that game, and I said this at the beginning, I am shocked that the Titans made it, and people are like, "Well, why?" I'm like, and I'm looking, I'm like, "Well, that game last night, exactly." It was the one team that I don't understand that people probably didn't pay attention to, and somehow they snuck in there, even though they went 12-5. And I know Brian, with that ugly face of his, is gonna disagree with me right now.
No,
I see that face you're making right now, bro.
I was gonna say that Montana was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs April of '93.
Okay, so it's about that. Okay, your face says otherwise. What I'm saying, but you're okay.
He was the playoff for the Chiefs, so it wasn't the '93 season.
Okay, all right. I thought you were saying you were making that face because of what I'm saying. Because look, Titans to me this season were like, they came out with 12 wins. Like, I never paid attention to them. They just kind of snuck in there. No
one paid attention to them. I think that's exactly you're right. No one was paying attention to them.
We didn't pay attention to them until they were the number 1 seed. I'm like, what?
How?
Exactly.
Yeah. Everyone's talking Chief Bills. Old Ben, and then Titans are like, I'm just gonna sneak right in here and take this. Like, wait,
Chinese cutting.
They turn around and we're like, when did you get here?
It's like that kid in the lunch line when you're in school back in the day. Like, how did that kid get way up there? I don't know.
They tap your shoulder and then they go around the other side. That's the Titans. That's what they did to the Bills and Chiefs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So real quick. So one last thing. Here's another stat. Fredo can put on his tablet. Jamar Chase, the first rookie to go 2 100-yard games in playoffs. So he went 100 yards last week and 100 yards this week. First rookie to ever do that. Or now, I don't know if the first is the first rookie to ever do it. I believe so.
Let me check my scrolls. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Hey, but me and Brian called it.
Impressive.
Me and Brian said it from the beginning of the freaking since the draft that he was gonna be the best receiver of this rookie class, if not probably top 10. Where's it? I'm gonna check his rankings now, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it would not surprise me if he's top 10. I'm just saying.
He's really close. He has to.
He has to be.
He has to be in top 10. He's and I don't know, it was very funny because everyone's talking crap about him in the preseason and with the drop passes and this and that, and then he comes out and was amazing,
There's 19 receivers that had over 1,000 yards this year. So, he's in top 20. You know that. That.
Ooh, interesting. All right. Guess what rank he is.
I'm gonna guess 10 exactly.
Now, like overall, or just wide receivers?
Just wide receivers.
Just receivers. I'll probably give him like 7.
Maybe 4. If anything, it should be higher than 4.
Okay. He was number 3.
Wow.
He
was top 3. Who's the first 2?
The first 2 were Deebo Samuel, and Cooper Kupp.
And what? The overall yards? What you're saying?
Just overall
range.
Right. I'm gonna look up another source just in case.
I'm pretty sure Devontae Adams is number 3.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna look it up another one, just make sure that's
well. And then all
JJ's
top 3.
Cooper Kupp, Jefferson, JJ, and Devontae Adams for 3. Chase was 4.
Okay, so one off. But yeah, it
he had more touchdowns. Yeah, I mean more targets, catches. I mean he had less than 100 catches. It did all that with less than 100 catches. He's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Look up Higgins. I wonder how far down is he, because he's been coming up really strong, and yet been a huge factor on this team. So I wonder if they rank him high or not.
He's actually right behind CD Lamb. Higgins only had 1091.
Where are you getting this at right now?
NFL.com.
Okay. Okay. I don't like them. I don't like them.
It's still in the same numbers.
No, I mean, it depends. Like, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
T. Higgins is 17.
And so you two wide receivers with over 1,000 yards this year on the team. That's awesome. And then Joe Mixon is up there. I mean, he was definitely one of the top running backs this year. So
he was third. Joe Mixon was third in rushing.
That's insane. A top 5 wide receiver, a top 5 running back, another receiver that's in the top 20. That's a team. Now they can get their own line set up.
Hey, Kramer, did you know you just realized you named off your fantasy team at the beginning of the year?
Yep.
Oh my god!
And I was gonna say something like that. I was like, imagine if somebody drafted all those guys.
What a piece of shit.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks,
Tony, for the sub.
Along with that, didn't you have Burrow and the Bengals defense?
No, I didn't have Burrow.
No.
26 receivers had over 1,000 yards this year.
Wow.
That's nuts.
How did you not win?
I every time I played
you
somebody,
must have done something stupid.
No, every time I played somebody, they decided to have the best week of the season. So I kept putting up 120 points, and then somebody else I put up 130, and then never did well ever again, and it sucked. I had the second highest points all season. The second highest points all season.
Marvin had many.
Marvin had the best.
Marvin had the
by 300.
And then me and Marvin both. Yeah, the 2 highest scoring guys wind up losing the first round or something like that. Oh no, I won the first round. And I lost the second round. Yeah. So same thing in my other league, but that's how my fantasy life goes. Is I'll lose the semifinals by 3 points, and then come back the following week and play for 3rd place, and I put up like 180 points. I'm like, oh, nice, fucking bullshit. So that's my life. But
all right, let's talk about Sunday games. What we got?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull this up. So I changed a little bit. I put the guys who won.
So good watching eliminated on the Green Bay. Just my heart.
Yeah. I'm kind of rooting for the Niners to win it all, just because they kicked out Dallas and they kicked out Green Bay. And
where is this game going to be played at now?
Which one?
The NFC Championship.
Niners or LA?
No,
It would be,
the Niners are going to LA or Tampa, regardless.
yeah.
Or-
Same thing with the
yeah,
Bengals.
yeah.
They're going
So
to Buffalo or
okay.
Kansas City.
So the higher seed would have the home field advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's all right. That makes sense.
I almost want the Bucks to win just because I want to see Tom Brady go against this 49ers team. I don't think this can happen. I think the Rams are a better team. But
I want Stafford to go. I want Stafford to go as high. This is the first time he's been to playoffs.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Can you imagine if Stafford wins, he'll finally be the best quarterback on the field in the playoffs. In the NFC Championship game, he'll be the best quarterback on the field easily. There'll be no reason for the Rams not to be in the Super Bowl. If they lost, it's because he's garbage. That's it.
I mean, this changes up because I think Bucks or Rams are going to the Super Bowl, and I think Bills or Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Like today's game, those winners are going to be in the Super Bowl. But man, I don't know. I just feel like are Bucks and Rams going to try even harder because knowing that they're not going to Green Bay next week, like they're like, oh shit, we have even a better chance because we're not going against, because one thing is like, fuck, we got to go through Green Bay. Now that's just completely off the table. So does Brady really, really go all out? And I'm sure Stafford is still going to go all out. OBJ has a point to prove. Stafford has a point to prove.
So this changes things because you had Green Bay up top as Super Bowl now. So now
we did.
Who are we thinking? I'm saying Bills, baby. It's always been the Bills.
That we were wrong
since the
all
beginning.
4 games.
Hey,
would you guys be surprised if we came back next week and we were wrong for all 4 games? Would you be surprised?
Oh my God. The Bills Chiefs, I'm going for Bills, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Chiefs.
Rams,
and even the Bucks and Rams.
Man,
I don't know. I mean, last week we went perfect. This week we go like not one right. Yeah.
All right, so let's.
I feel like me and Fredo should have made our own little bracket off to the side.
Me and Fredo actually agreed on something. Are in the championship game. You guys had the Dallas Cowboys winning.
That's true, but we would have had Green Bay in regardless of the fact, though. So the whole crew would have been wrong on that one.
Yeah,
the whole crew would have been wrong.
Okay, so you see the Bucks and Rams. It's tough because you got like a really strong offense and a really strong defense. So it's really tough on that. What are they going to do with Aaron Donald? And is that the only person they're going to focus? And forget about the other strong group.
Von Miller is amazing.
Exactly.
Ramsey.
And then and who was the other guy on the other side of the D line? Are they going to avoid him too?
You don't have to give it to Floyd. Leonard Floyd, he takes himself out of the play. He just runs around until someone like gets tired, and then they sacks him in.
Okay.
He runs in circles and stuff like.
Right. And then if you look at the Rams offense versus the Bucks defense, we've seen what the Bucks defense could do. I mean, that's going to be a tight, either high scoring game or a little 6-9, 16-13 kind of thing.
Look, people are also forgetting about this dude. Like, people probably don't know who this is, but Sebastian Joseph Day, is just as good as Aaron Donald. Now, the only reason he doesn't shine is because Aaron Donald's always like the main guy. But when Aaron Donald blows it up, Joseph Day gets in and he gets a sack. I'm telling you, he's not.
He's not Aaron Donald. That's like you saying Scottie Pippen saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm just as good of a player as Michael Jordan." No, dog, you're that good because you're next to Michael Jordan. That's what happened.
Maybe let me correct my words there, but he's a very you put another D line, the other D lineman that's with Aaron Donald will do great because Aaron Donald blows it up, giving the chance to the other D lineman. And Joseph Day is that guy, and he actually does. He's actually pretty good, but the problem is nobody sees it because Aaron Donald's, cast a shadow over him.
Make your point even more. Ryan Jensen, the center for the Bucks, didn't participate in practice all week. Josh Wells did limited participation. He's the tackle. Tristan Wirfs, who was the best right tackle in football, did not participate in practice all week. They are the walking wounded. Their offensive line, and they're going against probably the second best defensive line in football. And Jalen Ramsey's out there too. This is not a good matchup. But if they win, it's because Brady just Brady all over the place.
Right. If that's the case, then Brady's going to be in shotgun. If that's the case, he's going to be in shotgun. He's going to hold the ball no more than 2 seconds.
Aaron Donald can get there before 2 seconds.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors, though. He has to deal with 3 really good DBs. Jalen Ramsey, Jordan Fuller, and Taylor Rapp. Like, all 3 of them are pretty good. Like,
and they don't have 3 good receivers right now.
I don't know.
All they got is Mike Evans.
Bucs winning this. Mike Evans, Gronk.
Mike Evans and Gronk.
I mean Gronk. Well, that's the thing. Can Gronk run his slant quicker than Aaron Donald can get to Brady? I mean, that's what it's going to come down to, because that's the only person. I mean, Fournette, I guess a little hot route, but
you can put Jalen Ramsey on Gronk. Honestly,
I mean,
they have
to answer
good corners. They really do.
To answer Kramer's question, yes, he can, because Brady has that precision. He could throw the ball up and let it hang for another second or two while he gets hit, just in time for Gronk to get it. So Brady does have that factor. He does have the precision like no other. And,
but you really think he's going to do that for 4 quarters straight?
No, not really, because not all the time.
I'm right.
I mean, with the offensive line being hurt, that's why the biggest thing is the right tackle, the left tackle, and your center all being out or being hurt.
Well, they didn't practice. They'll probably play.
Wirfs, I'm pretty sure, is still in the walking boot.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're smart, Ramsey's on Evans, which cancels him out. Von Miller is on Gronk, and then have Aaron Donald just like Hulk smash, like go, and on Tom Brady all day, and then you just have somebody watching Fournette. I mean, I don't see them doing anything, because they have guys that can just like this is your guy, stick on him and don't let him touch it.
There's gonna be massive plays from the linebackers, because if they double team Donald and one-on-one with Day, it should be an open hole. So I think the linebackers are going to be either blitzing or they're going to get there really fast. So I think it's going to be a good day for the linebackers.
Aaron Donald's always double teamed.
Yeah, and he still gets through.
It doesn't matter. Like, you could double, especially so if Wirfs is supposed to try to block Aaron Donald, he's going to have a problem.
Yeah.
He can't move. He just can't move. So I think that's unless playoff Fournette comes today, it comes to ready to play. That's the only thing that can really change things. Because if all of a sudden Fournette's running 10 yards a clip, he goes for 145, 150 yards.
Okay.
Then that changes the entire game.
So what do you think Stafford's going to do against the Bucs defense? Because, the Bucs defense is nothing to seize at either.
He scored 34 early in the season.
He's got Cooper Kupp. He's got OBJ.
Yeah, he's got Cooper Kupp, OBJ. Akers is kind of playing pretty good from what I'm seeing. Tyler Higbee is still a factor too. Like if I know for the most part that Tyler Higbee hasn't really done much, but if you let that guy loose, he will run all over him. Because the problem is a lot of people are focusing on Tyler Higbee because then Van Jefferson opens up.
Yep.
It's like there's too many weapons there for Stafford to have for them to cover them all. I don't think that the Bucs can contain all these weapons running around. It's just too much because Ndamukong Suh isn't that good as much as we used to see him. Vita Vea, he's good, but again,
and I agree. Exactly. Ndamukong Suh is he's still good.
He's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah.
Jason Pierre-Paul's questionable. Devin White hasn't done nothing all year. Yep. Levante David hasn't really done much all year either. Like, they're good, but it's like, where are they at? And then Antoine Winfield Jr., like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like when I think of Bucs defense, I think of Shaq and Jordan Whitehead, and that's about it. Other than that, the other guys are just a mix of mix of talented guys, and I think it just might be to that point where there's too many cooks in one kitchen, and they're not flowing as well as they did last season.
Right.
You're right, but would you be surprised?
Very old cooks.
Brady does great. Brady has a great game. Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaq Barrett put so much pressure on Stafford. He throws a couple interceptions, and the Bucs win by 3. Would that surprise you?
No, it wouldn't surprise me. You know what we have forgotten though? Did we all forget that John Brown is on this roster too?
Really?
Apparently, they're putting Tyler Johnson over him. Scotty Miller. John Brown is there, and I don't know why they haven't used him. Like he was really good last season with the Bills. All of a sudden, I don't know if he lost it, but he's just not.
You also got to remember, you heard about Brady. He wouldn't even let his backup receivers catch passes from him. He's like, no, move out the way.
So I don't know what John Brown.
Where's Mike Evans?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, move.
I mean, here's what we're going to see. Mike Evans, Tyler Johnson, Keyshawn Vaughn's probably going to be relevant more because, Lenny Fournette's going to be there too. And Rob Gronkowski, that's pretty much what we're going to see. Mm-hmm. But it's not enough that where the Rams can't handle that. I think the Rams are going to be able to handle that. Leonard Floyd is there as he's a good linebacker. He'll be, we already mentioned Jalen and Jordan Fuller and Taylor Rapp, not right. Joseph Day and Donald, but Leonard Floyd's also good too. And Troy Reader is not a bad linebacker either. So it's like I don't see the Bucs coming out with the win on this one. I really don't.
Paper, I agree. On paper, it doesn't make sense for the Rams to win.
Jimmy disagrees and says Bucs by 3, but I don't see it.
Well, he's a Bucs fan, so
he's Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he's Tom Brady. Wherever Tom Brady is, that's where he is.
Well, he hated Tom Brady not too long ago until now, so probably I don't know.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
So does it seem like we're all choosing Rams?
I'm going Rams.
I would too.
I'm sticking Rams.
On paper?
Yep.
I mean, the game, this is why we play the game of football, because you never know what could happen.
That's what Jimmy's saying.
The GOAT.
He is the biggest X factor in this game. He is the biggest X factor in this game. If the Bucs win, it is solely because of Tom Brady. I don't see any other reason that they win like without Tom Brady being the best quarterback, ever. Like he has to put on that show. I don't know if he could do it at 40 something.
Yeah. I would
scrub lineman. I don't know.
Yeah. You saw what happened with Patrick Mahomes last year in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they lose, if the Bucs lose by 10, that Brady retires.
Brady retires.
This is the second year.
I would not
with the option of the third.
Retire.
I can see that.
I see it, but I don't see it. Like this dude's an alien, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Keep playing.
Big Ben retired. Well, unofficially retired. What if Rodgers retires and Brady retires? Like that changes the entire league. Like these quarterbacks that we're used to the past 15 years of being
Tom Brady forever.
Like, I mean, Drew Brees retired, and then now that's just the beginning of the end to all these old guys, that all these new guys are coming in, and what are they going to do? So,
Davis Mills is really going to start somewhere, isn't he? Davis Mills is going to have a starting job next season. Holy crap.
So we're all going Rams. I want Stafford to win. Seeing him play all those years with Detroit, I just want to see him win, and I want to see OBJ prove everyone wrong.
I hope he makes.
Hey, I'm not the problem.
It would be hilarious if all this we talking all this stuff, and somehow the Chiefs and the Bucs both win, and then they end up seeing each other in the Super Bowl again after all this stuff.
Oh God. It would not be fun. It wouldn't be fun.
If I get a
you know what though?
Chiefs
the halftime
game,
show would be better.
I'd be upset.
Yeah, the halftime show would be better. You're right.
Chiefs Bucks. I would be upset. I would. It would be boring. It would be boring.
I wouldn't be excited. I don't know if I would be upset because it's still a Super Bowl, but I wouldn't be excited. And I think Patrick Mahomes would just be there just to try to right the wrong that happened last year.
Yeah. Like it should have been 3.
Did you mention this already?
Oh no. Is there a major talk about Brady, Aaron's Bulls, and Leftwich may be gone after the season?
Yep.
Potentially.
Yeah, and that's and then that's it. There's the team. Rebuild.
Bucks versus Bengals. You heard it here first. This guy.
You heard it here.
Oh man.
This fucking guy.
Only him.
That
Go.
No.
Bengals over Bills or Chiefs?
You're nuts. I'm done.
I don't know about all that. Jimmy.
if that was the case,
Positive thinking,
I would love to see the Bengals win. If that was the case.
I might not watch the Bengals are in the Super Bowl.
I'll still watch. And if they if the Bengals make it, I will root for them so hard. Like they have to win it because they will never be there ever again. I don't know.
So
I stand corrected because the Bengals. Here's the thing: the Bengals are a very young team.
Yep.
We might see them in the playoffs for the next 3 years.
If you can fix the O-line, no. Joe Burrow.
I'd say even longer.
I mean, Joe Burrow,
Josh
Allen,
contracts,
Mahomes. Yeah. I mean, we have so many young quarterbacks that are going to be in the playoffs every year. Mac Jones. These guys are going to be in the playoffs for every year.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the thing. It's definitely passing the torch. All these old guys are done, and all these new guys.
There's Jaden.
Oh, there's Jaden. Oh, I'm sad, guys.
There he is. What's up, man?
Jaden. I'm surprised and happy.
Where's your Aaron Rodgers now, boy? Where's he at? Jaden, I like you, but yeah.
Yeah. He's packing up to move to the West Coast somewhere.
No, he's gonna go to Detroit now.
You gotta go to Detroit.
I'll go to a team where it's really, really losing. Yeah. Special teams did lose you that game. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah. And I gotta show this because there you go.
That's
the look. That's the look every Green Bay fan had last night. They had 10 players on the field. That's the look.
Oh man, that's so great.
There you go. I want that on a t-shirt, man.
I gotta make that. I could probably put that on a t-shirt. Matter of fact, I'll hit him up now.
That's funny. Well, I would have to edit out the score and just put his.
Oh yeah, just his face. Yeah, I got it. No, totally. I get it.
Oh man, but yeah, very surprising, man. We beat the Cards that game. We beat the Cards that game.
They did, very much so.
Yeah.
Oh God, only one NFC Championship game, guys. Both these guys.
Oh, crap.
Both these guys won one NFC Championship game. Just letting you guys know.
Oh God,
that's horrible. That's horrible.
It won't feel the same without Aaron.
Aaron?
It won't. It definitely won't because you won't be in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're gonna go back to the.
I'm really interested in what they're gonna do.
Brett Favre.
From what they're gonna do on here, I'm really interested in what they're gonna do now.
Yeah,
because it's on Aaron Rodgers' shoulders. What he decides.
Well, Devontae's going no matter what. I think Devontae's out.
I think so.
Devontae's out. Cobb is.
He'll go to a team where he wants to play with a legit chance. Yeah.
How we going, buddy?
Hey man, thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude.
But
he's gonna go to a.
Oh, here we go. I was waiting for him to stop by. Anthony from the Get Right. Let's effing go Niners, baby. Dude, I'm a fan. I'm a temporary fan. Put that little logo with the TF on it.
I'm a Robbie Gold fan.
I'm a like we were saying, Robbie will always believe the blue and
will
orange.
always be a bear to us, really.
No matter what. He'll come back
Niners,
home.
man.
Who plays and works in San Francisco and comes back home to Chicago to stay? Only Robbie Go. My heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Even his brother played in Chicago for the arena football team. I met him a few times for the Chicago Rush when they had that. So yeah, the Golds are
baby.
Chicago guys.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Boy, I'm just saying, like they're the sixth seed.
Yeah.
And now they're going to the NFC Championship, baby.
Dude,
That's
their heads, just like Anthony, are just like they could take out anybody. They beat the boys and they beat Green Bay. Do you know how big their heads are right now? They think they could take out anybody.
Do you imagine if they made to Super Bowl and say the Bucks won, and they went through Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers, and then the Buccaneers and the GOAT to the Super Bowl? That would be amazing.
Jimmy G better retire after that because it's not going to get any better for him after that. There's no way. It's like
Jimmy G, the one quarterback to make to the Super Bowl by only throwing less than 400 yards in 4 games. Like it's just
a couple interceptions.
Oh shit!
Bring on the goal. We don't need any excuses. This is every 49er right here. This is every 49er right here.
I can't blame him. I can't blame him, man. Right now,
you can't argue it. You just gotta let them have it. And if it happens, oh my gosh, man, I'm gonna be shocked as hell. I really am because they're gonna have to face the Bills or the Bengals or the Chiefs. Those three teams.
They would have to get past LA or Bucks.
That's what I'm saying. If they make it that far, I just don't see them winning the whole thing. No way.
With a terrible offense, just because you have the best left tackle who limped off the field yesterday.
That's gonna hurt him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
my bad.
Jimmy Mills. Imagine if Brady wins today and the next he's more NFC champion wins than Aaron Rodgers and Breeze.
Because of NFC, that would be hilarious.
That's freaking hilarious. That's funny. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
That is funny, dude.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers' legacy is going to be one of the best Green Bay Packer ever, and choking in the playoffs every year. And that's his legacy. So
he does it all the time, man. Every single time, man.
Every year. And then Rams don't want any of us. That'd be a fun game, though, too. That'd be a really fun game. San Fran versus LA.
I don't think it would be a fun game.
San Fran? Because if the Bucks do win today, they are going to be so beat up for next week. Like, I don't see the Bucks. If they squeeze one out this week, they're not squeezing one out next week.
I don't know. San Francisco will actually have a chance against the Bucks. I don't think they have a chance against the Rams.
Yeah. We got anti-hero.
I don't know what I'm talking about. They just beat the Rams 3 weeks ago to get into the playoffs.
True. That's right. That's not every 49er fan. I was shocked last night. Martin are still with the Titans, bro. I haven't seen you at practice. Oh, is that one of your teammates?
That's Rodriguez right there. Yes. I have not been at practice because one, I had training. Literally, when I got back from training, I tested positive. So
you're half dead.
I was out for a whole week. And then not only during the time I was positive, on my way to go get a test, I got in a car accident. So like loss of a car. So it's been a rough ride. I should be back here by Saturday. I just need hopefully a little bit more. I'm gonna get another test to make sure. But I got my first negative, so I gotta make sure I gotta get the other one to make sure. Send it off to work too. So that is why. But it's not like I've been missing anything, not like any coach has been texting me or anything. So I'm just a new guy. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't been at practice. So, but I'll be back. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, 2022 is off to a great start for you, Martin, because that's really shitty. Don't forget, Favre got them the last two. Yeah, Favre got them to at least two. Ugh. Yeah. You need some of that Jimmy G luck.
No kidding, man.
You need to get a Jimmy G bobblehead and put it on your dashboard.
No kidding, man. It sucks because like I hate missing practice, and when I have to go train, like during this season I might miss games because of the Army. So if I miss games, it's kind of sucks. But missing practice even worse because then you don't get in the game sometimes. So when you test positive, it's like, well, you can't be around anybody. So
yeah,
it is what it is, man.
Then we got Anthony. Hey man, I'm the most humble 49ers fan. Sure you are.
Yeah,
I'm not like most of them after a win that throw. How excited to be number one win away from the ultimate goal.
Can you guys imagine? Well, let's just say the Bucs win, right?
Very humble.
So now it's Garoppolo against Brady. If Garoppolo beats Brady, I think Brady still retires.
Garoppolo won't beat Brady. Brady's mistakes would beat Brady.
Brady doesn't make that mistakes.
Yeah, I was like, Brady don't make mistakes.
Right, exactly.
He's like,
that's what I'm
mistake? What's that?
What is that?
Some kind of food?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, didn't he lost count of downs like this year, or was that last year?
Oh, it was against the Bears last year.
Yeah.
Because 4-3 don't matter to him because he doesn't he don't lose that many times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, what's fourth down?
What? I just don't see it getting past that game. If look, I can't even say that. You know what? Because they beat the freaking Packers. I don't understand. Like,
dude,
it's just
retired Rodgers and Brady.
Oh my God. Somebody like does he have like a horseshoe up his ass, or like, is it hanging around like his helmet up there, or
he has a dingleberry
rabbit feet?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know if a dingleberry's lucky, but I mean, maybe for Fredo.
No, the horseshoe's hanging around like a dingleberry. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Fredo.
Jesus, man.
Because we were saying that there's no way that the Packers are going to lose this because they're playing at home in the cold where they play. There's no way they're going to lose to any of these teams. Boy, were we wrong. So now I'm thinking, to the Niners, like, can they beat the Rams and Bucs? I don't.
They just beat the Rams. You remember? They just did to make it into the playoffs.
I know,
but also Rams were kind of
they started. They played all the guys.
No. I was just like their play, like it was something was off. Like I don't know. But I feel like last week against the Cardinals, I think they kind of got back on track. At least it looked like that way, but we'll see. Anthony said, keep doubting us. That's what we need. Keep the same energy. We feed off of it.
I just don't know how I feel about this. It's really freaking weird. I don't know. Yeah. I can't say that the Niners are this good, but yet they just beat the Packers. And if Brady goes over there with his crap line, they could potentially lose because that defense is good. I mean, I don't know, man. I can't. It's just really weird, really situation that I swear what Jimmy just said right now is exactly what happened because Jimmy G made a deal with the Crossroad Demons. It has to be.
He was Brady's backup for all those years. He finally was like, "Hey, how you doing this?" He followed.
But when he stepped in, he was fine. When Brady, I think there was one season where
he was
Brady
also under Belichick. Yeah. And Belichick was like, all right, we're going to keep the same 5 simple plays and dummy it down. We were down 17-0 against the Rams. Our D-line makes everyone seem off. Yeah. But one thing, as much as I'm happy that Green Bay lost, the Niners didn't beat Green Bay. Green Bay beat Green Bay.
Just like Tennessee beat Tennessee. It's just that's what it is. Those two teams, they lost the game.
Yeah. 100%. It's just weird. And
And Debo's pretty awesome. That's the thing.
Glad you're okay from the situation now. I think Jimmy G brought himself at least one more year with the 49ers. I think he'll stay one more year on his contract. It's hard.
Yeah.
You're going to the NFC Championship. How do you get rid of that quarterback?
You don't?
You can.
Yeah.
We're talking about you trade him in a first-round pick for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think so. That's no, because you could buy, because Jimmy G would be cheaper. You already have Trey Lance ready, loaded. Like he's ready and he's loaded to go. And that's the thing. Like,
no. Kyle Shanahan might put that in practice. Like,
that's the thing. Like,
like he's Josh Rosen. Like, this guy, I don't know.
Rosen. Jesus, haven't heard that.
I got one. Imagine Jimmy G beats Dallas, Green Bay, Rams, or Bucks, and then Bills or Chiefs. Yeah, that's what we're saying. If Jimmy G does that, like, if I was in, I would retire. If Jimmy G wins a Super Bowl, I retire. I'm done.
He's Joe Flacco without an arm. Because at least Joe Flacco had an arm. You remember that year he won? He beat Peyton Manning. He beat Tom Brady. He beat everybody. He beat the best of the best. It was just amazing how he won.
He should retire though. Because he would be the face of wherever network he would be at. NFL Network, ESPN. He would be the face of it because I'm pretty sure they would give him his own segment and show, whatnot.
Yeah. Just like what they did with Trent Dilfer. It's like he wears that big ass ring everywhere. It was like, well, yeah. Oh my God. And then we got Braden. 49ers have beat the Rams the last 6 times they played. Holy shit.
He's not wrong. I just looked it up, guys.
Wow.
I just looked it up.
Hey, that's Braden. Wow. That's our third guy who's not on camera. He's part of our Dynasty Pylon crew. Unofficially. Yeah. Officially.
I actually looked it up.
Quotations.
6 times. Holy shit.
Just like I said, Aaron Rodgers is 0-4 against the 49ers. 49ers are 6-0 against the Rams. It's just telling you everything you need to know.
Yeah. I mean, first the Rams need to go through the Bucks first.
They are tied up.
So let's see what happens there because they've been upsets.
I'm excited for
the day. Been upsets this whole weekend. Because upsets last weekend. Yeah. So they need to go through the Bucks first.
I don't even care. I just want to see what happens and enjoy it.
Yeah. So we didn't even talk about tonight's game.
So right.
Bills and Chiefs, which is for me this week's biggest game. Like I thought this one was going to be super close, a nail biter. This one's going to be super fun to watch. And we haven't even talked about Bills and Chiefs, and this is going to be that's huge. It's huge. Josh Allen, Mahomes. What do you guys think? Are we sticking with Bills? I'm good either way, but I am rooting for the Bills.
So I want the Bills also, but I don't know about the Chiefs offense. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is, really quick arm, and he doesn't hold the ball long. And then that's the thing. The Bills defense need to tighten up, and they need to be really play more man than zone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to play man against Tyreek Hill.
Well, if they play zone, then the receivers need to go a little bit quicker, a little bit faster from Mahomes because Mahomes doesn't hold the ball long.
Yeah, but Tyreek is just so fast. You can't play zone.
Yeah, I know he's fast. He's like the only person.
Man, you
not
play
the
man
only person.
No, I mean, because Kelsey. Once again, you can't play man against those guys. You have to play zone. What you coach? So like you have to almost play thirds. So you have to play zone man at the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the only way you can really do it, and then hope that your line gets to them in time because you just can't man up on these guys.
Yeah. Anthony said no one wants to play the Niners right now. They're the hot team. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So the 49ers are rooting for the Rams?
Possibly.
I would be if I was a 49er, I would be rooting for the Bucks to play because I think you have a better shot for the Bucks. And with house money. Yeah.
I think Wirfs, you don't want Wirfs playing.
Yeah. And then Jimmy's saying, wouldn't be surprised if the Bills win a blowout. I would be surprised. If the Bills win by a blowout, that'd be very surprising.
Blowout, yeah.
I would be surprised. I think this is a 33-30 game. Like whoever has
the
the ball
Chiefs
gets that.
Finally woke up on defense. towards the back end of the season. That's what's gonna, But hold on, is Willie Gay back, or is he? It's like he was arrested.
Yes, he's playing.
Is he's playing? Okay.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, I mean, he just broke stuff. He didn't physically punch anybody. So it's like that's the thing.
If he wasn't in prison, in jail, he probably still.
Well, we've seen these dudes get away with a lot of crap, and then they get accused during the off season. Yeah. So that's the thing. I wasn't sure because he wasn't even in Kansas, right? He was somewhere else when this happened. So yeah, look, Willie Gay and Nick Bolton are really two good linebackers that a lot of people don't really pay attention to. But I think, look, they're going to give Josh Allen a run for his money. But regardless of the fact, I still think Josh Allen can still take care of it, what they need to do.
I've seen Josh Allen be really, really good and really, really bad this season. So it really depends on what Josh Allen shows.
So average is what we're looking at. Can average beat the Chiefs?
That's who knows? Yeah, I gotta give it to you.
But that's like at worst average.
At worst average. At worst.
Yeah.
Typically,
worst average.
It's bigger.
Mahomes also could be otherworldly too, and he still, as I said, still has Tyreek Hill. Still has Travis Kelce. They could be otherworldly too.
Yeah, but he said the Chiefs. So his anti-hero. So the Chiefs got their swagger back last week. You expect them to win Mahomes 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Damn. The only thing that's going to keep them from winning is complacency.
Yeah, but those are Steelers, man.
See that? Yeah. It's against
the moment TJ Watt wasn't gunning for him. It was all like it was just freelance for him. He was just doing whatever he wanted because he didn't have that speedster on him. And Cameron's pretty good too, but at some point it was like, nah, bro. The Steelers weren't that big of a match to handle what the Chiefs could have done.
You're right.
So that doesn't surprise me. But Bills is a total different animal.
Can you imagine what Jimmy's saying right here?
Yeah.
Scenario where the NFL playoffs have no Rodgers, no Brady, and no Mahomes. I don't think the NFL will allow it.
No, I think they would just really prop up. But if they do that, they'll prop up Josh Allen. They're like, look, this new gunslinger who's like a badass and this and that. And it's like the NFL loves those gunslinger type quarterbacks.
It's going to be Josh. It's going to be Josh.
They're not going.
So if they do that, I mean,
that's why they're letting the
young
play first to see who wins, and then Brady loses. Then Mahomes is going to win, and that's going to make sure of it.
With the EA guys from Madden are like, hey, we need Mahomes or Brady, one of those guys in Super Bowl.
You know what to do.
Yeah, it was like that Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. And make the game go longer.
Oh, jeez.
But tonight's game is gonna be super, super fun. And this one I plan on like hanging out downstairs and watching it the entire game. Yeah. So I was kind of upset I didn't watch the entire Green Bay game.
I was enjoying it. At least I really did enjoy it. I was just sitting there watching like, wow, this is amazing.
But this one's gonna be, I think, really close. Really close. So are we all sticking with Bills then?
Hey, you already know I'm Josh Allen all the way. Saying it since day one, since the offseason. I've been saying Josh Allen.
No, we're gonna get
Josh
Allen telling the Chiefs, hold on a second, or we're gonna get Kelce in the end zone.
Nah.
I think the Chiefs gonna win, but whatever. Yeah. Not because I think the Bills aren't the better team. Honestly, instead it's gonna be like that. Instead, it's gonna be the refs carrying in the Chiefs into the playoffs. AFC Championship game.
And says if the game was in Buffalo, I'd give the Bills a shot. And yes, I do want the Bills to win tonight. But playing in Kansas City Stadium is like playing in Seattle. Yeah, but you got to think about Bills are also playing in cold weather too. So I don't think that's really a big factor for both of these teams.
It's the crowd, though.
I think it's talking about the fan base crowd
and the noise and not being able to hear anything. And
Arrowhead is a good crowd stadium.
Yeah,
that's true. But
I just feel like Kansas City will pull out a very, very close game, and that Josh Allen's gonna have. I'm gonna say he throws for 3 and runs for 1 touchdown, and Mahomes is literally gonna throw for 4 touchdowns.
Josh is getting 5 today. I think he's getting 5. 2 rushes and 3 throws or something like that. Both these QBs probably don't get 5.
I think the Chiefs' Bills' defense is better. Their offense are comparable. I just feel like the Chiefs are going to somehow, because the Bills lost to the Jaguars. I can't get that out of my mind. I can't get it out of my mind. That they can always revert to that.
I just feel like the crowd noise is still going to fuel Josh Allen. We'll see what happens, but
we'll see. I mean, if anything, we learned that home field advantage really doesn't matter, because what the Niners just did in Lambeau, sub-zero temperatures. It was like that was the perfect game for Green Bay, and they choked.
California.
So against a California team.
I won't say
who Jimmy G.
I've never seen anyone be that bad special team.
Well, yeah. And also Jimmy G, that was his first time playing in sub-freezing temperature in the NFL. I mean, the last time he played in cold weather was in Eastern Illinois in college. So,
but he's from here.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's
in your blood,
your bones.
It never.
Yeah. Hey guys,
the noise.
I gotta take off.
So, head out. All right,
man.
So I picked the Bills.
Okay,
that's it. All right. See you later, guys.
Sounds good.
Take it, man.
All right, later, Fredo. And Anthony's. I think the noise. But Bills are used to the Bills Mafia. Damn, I can't wait for this game. Yeah, right there with you.
I agree about the Bills Mafia, but that's usually when they're on defense, not when they're on offense. Imagine you're on offense trying to communicate, and the stadium is rattling, and that's you can't do anything. You can't communicate, and they don't have the best running game ever. So I'm just saying that these are reasons why the Chiefs can keep this game close, and not even keep it close. I think they're going to outright win.
Yeah, it says it's nerve. The chant is nerve wracking, but it could be. It very very well, like what Brian was just saying. Over under passing TDs 8.5 for both.
That's a really close one.
If that was 6, I would say over, but 8.5. And I understand that I also said that it's easy that potentially these guys can get 5 each, but then these guys can also get 1 each.
Yeah, I think because it's you saying passing. The problem is that Josh Allen can actually easily run for 3 and have no passing touchdowns. He can run for 3 of them. So that would change your over under.
I don't know about over 8.5. I'll take the under on that one.
I'll take the under on passing. Yeah,
I'll probably go under. Niners are built different though. They're built.
I mean, they got lucky
get out of
that
here.
block
Get out of here.
field goal, block the punt, and the kickoff was awful. I mean, they literally special teams were the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen anything that bad for a playoff team.
Yeah.
All right. So, Anthony,
someone's getting fired.
If all you guys were the coaching staff in the Buffalo, which players on defense would you put on Casey's receivers to match up? Because to me, the Bills have to play the ball control and work the clock. Yeah. Tyreek Hill has to be matched up with freaking Jordan Poyer.
You get to bracket him.
You got Hyde as well back there. Hyde and Poyer are really good DBs, and this is what they could both of them can definitely shut down Hill. So it would be a matchup for me.
But can you do that for man and man? I mean, because you know better than I would. But can you do that in man? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. You. I feel like you have to play zone.
You would do zone.
You
would do zone.
Yeah,
even
you got to
then,
do zone.
And you have to do it enough that he can't just get the ball underneath or run across the field. Because if you do it on 2/3, you have to be able to jump in and stop those things. This is just a tough game.
Yeah, This is gonna be fun. When I saw that this is the matchup, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a fun Sunday night too. Fun game. Anthony, first time there was a block punt and block field goal in a playoff game since 1950. Holy crap, or something like that. Our special teams were ranked 31st, but Green Bay was 32nd.
Green Bay would be 32nd if there was 31 high school teams. You know, just they're that bad.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah. So I'll keep this updated and then we'll come back next week and see we're right. I mean, so far this week with Saturday games we're 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully today we at least go with the right games. But man, this is gonna be a fun championship game next week for the AFC and NFC for sure.
Yeah.
Anthony's asking, would you spy Josh Allen?
You'd have to.
I have to. Especially if I'm the Chiefs, you have to spy.
You have the guys for it. I would put Nick Bolton on him all day.
Yep.
Nick Bolton's probably their quickest linebacker. I would put him on all day.
I might actually play nickel defense the entire game because I don't have to worry about their running. So I would play nickel, have an extra guy out there, and have him spy Josh Allen the entire game. And you can still mix up coverages. You have to watch out for digs. I probably do a lot more man. I might double digs and play a lot more man with the Bills under nickel and have a spy.
You double digs, you're leaving Sanders and Beasley open. Not to mention Knox.
Knox is out.
And Gabriel Davis is just as good. And McKenzie, like they have depth at receiver.
I think Sanders is done. I think Davis might be a problem, but that's why you can't play zone against him. Because you run the zone, he will run underneath crossing routes, and he'll be able to pick you apart.
Yeah,
and you see he catch the ball. He will catch the ball a lot. So I think you have to play man while double teaming digs and having a spy at the same time, and go with what you got and see what happens. So, I mean, that's all you can do. Yeah. But you don't have to put 8 men in the box. That's one good thing. You go ahead, you're gonna go a 7-man box and spy and go from
there. Just so I'm clear, you all mainly think Bills, Rams, Super Bowl, or Rams, Chiefs?
I think Rams and whoever wins this game.
Yeah, I'm there with you. But I think I want Bills to win it, so I'm gonna say Bills. But yeah, it's gonna be whoever wins today versus the Rams, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, Anthony. I know you're going Niners, but
I don't know what to think about the Niners anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I don't know what the NFC is anymore. I don't know
right
what NFC is. I don't even. I know that I'm gonna go Bills, AFC, NFC, whoever shows up, because I don't know.
You have to remember though, those special team plays are not going to work against any other team that's not the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
but they did beat the Rams already.
That's what Anthony's saying. Niners 0-6 against Rams 0-6 against the Niners.
But that's what will scare me about Brady. We might get Brady Mahomes again, guys. We might get Brady Mahomes.
I really hope not.
I hope not.
Come on, jump on the look. That will never happen. All right. Yes, I have a Josh Allen jersey on, but I'm a Falcons fan. So as much as I like football, look, I like all 32 teams. Okay, I love this sport so much. Okay, I like all 32 teams. Yes, even the Lions and Jets. I could talk about them all day. But the thing is, I'm still true to the Falcons. I understand that the Falcons are going to be losing for many years, and that's okay. I see other people, such as some Bears fans that I know that are like this, and
We don't see
some
31 teams in the NFL.
Some Browns fans that constantly lose.
There's only 31 teams, and there's a team up north.
Hey, look, I'll never be on that Buck ship ever. I will jump off the plank. No way. I will not ride on that ship at all. Nope. But NFC, I don't know whoever shows up, but it's gonna be Bills. It's gonna be Bills. Has to be Bills.
I hope you're not wrong. I hope you're not gonna be sad. Come back in, just sad.
I wouldn't be sad. I don't think I wouldn't be as sad as Martin if the Chiefs win, because I'm like, okay, I would be more sad if the Bucks and the Chiefs go. Then I would be upset. But if it's Chiefs versus anybody else, I would be okay with. But I'm rooting for the Bills because I really like Josh Allen. So, but
I like Josh Allen too, but I just don't like Cole Beasley. I might hate Cole Beasley more than I like Josh Allen.
Oh God, no.
Jimmy G to the Falcons.
No,
hey man, if he brings all those lucky rabbits feet and horseshoes with him,
I don't know about that.
I say Matt Ryan is already better than Jimmy G right now. Whatever age.
I don't know about all that. All right. The fact that you're willing to just give him away that quickly, Anthony, is no.
I'm telling you, Matt Ryan's better than Jimmy G right now at his age.
If you know what's crazy is I so see this happening, Jimmy G and Matt Ryan switching. I so see that because of freaking Shanahan.
Yeah, I can see it too.
All right, we're not. No, that's enough. That's enough about the Falcons. We're not. No. All right. And would I throw darts at Brady's face? No, I can't because I don't like. It's not the fact that I don't like Brady. I like Brady. I really do. Yes, despite of what he did to the Falcons a couple years ago, and that's fine. You know, I totally understand that. But I just no. I like this game so much that even in the opponents that I hate, I still like Brady. Brady's the GOAT. You can't. I would have a dartboard of Gio Bernard though. That man, Gio Bernard would probably be a dart I would have again his face on a dartboard.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get that into later episodes when we go to our therapy episode. Dude, our therapy episode might be 2-parter, to be honest.
I'm good with that.
I think there's so many of us that I think it'll be I think it'll just be we'll have so many topics to cry and complain about or apologize about, because I know that I'm going to apologize to Joe Mixon, but
we all need to apologize to Joe Mixon.
Yes, because the one true person that I do hate is Gio Bernard. But that's my first take. Obviously, I'm gonna save that one for last, but I will give you details when we get to that freaking episode. Next,
I literally have a dartboard, and it still has Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers on it. So I hate them always. Hate Green Bay. Glad you lost.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
You'll be in the playoffs next year.
He brings that luck
with Jimmy G.
No.
Oh my God.
You weren't that far this year.
I don't know. If there's one guy I wouldn't touch is it's Matt Ryan. More fantasy related.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. But I can't. Yeah. So if we're doing this therapy show, I'm still hurt over Nick Foles winning in Super Bowl. Let it go.
Deep cut, man.
Let it go. All right. We're talking about 2020 season, not years back. All right. Let it go. And you see Joe Mixon smoking a cigar on the field during the post-game interview? No, I didn't.
And it was from what you call it? Wasn't it from Burrow? Didn't Burrow
probably no, Matt? I'm pretty sure he had a 10 cigars waiting in his locker, ready to hand out to his whole offense. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, but I'll get into that. Yeah, I might get haymakered, right? But that's if I see him at a diner. If I don't, then I think I'm okay. But no, man.
They run, but he can run. Might go something so he can trip.
Look, we'll get to that episode. That's one of my favorite episodes to do, and I think this year we might do a 2-parter. But
yeah. So here I just found this I wanted to put up. So this is all of us picking Bears and Falcons. No! No! There you go, man. That's all. That's us picking our fan bases. Right there.
God.
Wish we can go back in time.
I don't want to go back in time because I hate the Packers so much. I don't want to ever want to like them. Never. I don't care what multiverse we were in. F the Packers. Always.
F the Packers. Oh yeah. So if you're on the Nerd Huddle, go check us out on. I put up a short last night of the whole conversation of after the game where Robbie Gold like, oh, it feels really good. I guess I thought Robbie Gold said F the Packers, but it was Jimmy G that said F the Packers. So Jimmy G pointed at Robbie Gold. He goes, "You're an effing legend." And he goes, F the Packers. And then just Robbie Gold's got that smile ear to ear. He was
I
so
didn't
happy.
hear that. I was listening to
It was hilarious. It definitely is.
Oh, it was,
really? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to listen to it.
I thought it was Robbie Gold, but it was Jimmy G because you could see him mouth F the Packers. And it says, he goes, "You're an effing legend." And he goes, then they're like, yeah, and then like F the Packers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't hear that. It was pretty fair. I mean, it wasn't as clear as him saying like it feels so good, but yeah. Anti-hero. Hey Martin, you guys put the show on Apple Podcasts yet?
No. Matter of fact, are we even putting them on Spotify anymore?
Not really.
Yeah. The whole podcast thing you said it changed because you have to download the episodes now in order to.
Yeah, getting the ratings is it? I don't know. I'm thinking I want to do it again for Spoiler Kings stuff. I know it's getting a little off topic. Because the re-listening, being able to listen to it whenever is something different rather than listening to week X of the NFL is only relevant during that week. So you can't go back and listen to like week 7 of the 2020 season in the NFL. No one gives a shit. If you didn't get those listens that week, then you're not going to get listens ever again. Where a movie review, somebody was like, "Oh, what did these guys think about Scream that came out 2 years ago or something?" You know?
Yeah.
So it's a little different with that, but
the podcast
if you want, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's definitely visual, and I think for us, that's why we like the visual part of it, you know, because we get to chat live, where with something like that you really can't.
I just think it was like for the off season though, I think it's the convenience of people when they're driving home, and I think that's what it is. Like off season wise, like especially for us Dynasty, like when me and Mark go on and talk about these Dynasty coming up, like it's more convenient to be audio while people are driving their cars. That's the issue, but.
Yeah,
I mean,
what
podcast?
We'll talk off air because I've been thinking about it. And there's some ideas. I would specifically want to talk to you, Martin, about it. But there are things we might redo that again. Right. So it might show up. So we'll talk a little bit off air about going on Spotify and Apple and audio only. And then Jimmy said, I sent my friend who's a Packers fan a meme of the guy putting on the clown makeup. The Joker meme. Yeah. That was awesome. F the Packers. Yes. Yeah, YouTube Premium. Exactly. You can listen with the screen off. Yeah. Which is mostly for music, but
yeah.
But I don't know. Well, with my Android, I can lock the screen, so I can have the screen on and lock the screen so I can't accidentally hit anything, and then keep my YouTube playing. That's what I usually do when I'm like mowing or something. And
not everybody has the luxury though. I mean, I got it, but not everybody. So, anyways, all right.
Or in 5 years, when Apple makes it, they'll be like, "Oh, look at this new thing we made."
Yeah,
we can lock the screen.
They're always behind. I don't care what they say. They're always behind.
I hate Apple. Just so you know, I hate Apple.
Say what they say, but they're just in denial that they're always behind. But hey, anyways,
that's a whole nother topic. Did we just become best friends topic?
That's
why
the BS show.
Why Apple sucks. Yeah, it's the BS show.
Well, I'll never have Android for life. Go baby.
Exactly. Cool, man. I appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us, man. Really thank you. Jimmy, we had Jaden coming in. Who else we had? Robert coming in, football fan. Appreciate that. all that good stuff, all the new subs and everything. And then Anthony, right down here, he's an Android fan. So Anthony's part of the Get Right Fantasy guys. So make sure you go check them out. They're on our friends list on our YouTube channel. And so make sure you go check out Get Right. Those guys do a bunch of awesome stuff over there. Super fun. Oh, is
So
that the loser?
This is getting displayed today. I don't know if,
That's your loser bowl.
that's the loser bowl. Yeah, this one.
Literally bowl.
So it's a.
That's pretty big. Holy shit!
It's about it's about 3 feet by 2. It's huge, man.
I mean, I saw it's right there next to a door. I mean, it's almost half of the size of the door.
Yeah,
that's pretty big. That's awesome.
But this. I'm gonna see this again. I haven't seen this thing in about a year. So when you're walking with it, this is the first thing people see, because you're holding it from the front, because you don't want this part right there to fall out. It's literally hung by chains. So you see this part going out. Today we're gonna see this. I haven't seen it since last year, because today we're doing our rewards kind of ceremony. But I don't know if you can hear this though. I'm gonna turn it up.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
We built it, man. Me and my cousin built this.
That little toilet you can get for toddlers. I have a flusher one like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. We got it for toddlers, but we nailed it right through the center, and we just kind of spray painted it. And that's what
the audio is cool.
And they got to have this somewhere displayed in their house. And this is no, you can hide it somewhere. This thing's big. It's gonna be somewhere in your house.
And have it every time we do a podcast. Every time we live, you have to have it in the screen somewhere, so someone can see that you really don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That was Fredo. When Fredo won our loser thing, he added the little loser trophy in the background, but it was nothing like that.
It needs to say you're a loser and know nothing about fantasy football.
Yeah. Well, it has all the names. Our loser trophy has all the names of the previous losers. Has like a little quarterback in the armchair, and then on the bottom it says the loser. Really like on it. But that's a legit
that's awesome
loser trophy.
Yeah, we built that. It took us some time to build it. I got some pictures where we slowly pieced it apart. But every year you write on your name.
It's got wiring on it. It's got audio with like a speaker and shit, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
which is pretty awesome.
It's all part of that toilet, but yeah, it took us a little bit.
Every time you hit it, it flushes.
Yeah, Brian knows. We just drilled the bottom of it to hold it to the plywood there, and then we just made it.
So you buy it already has a speaker in it.
So it already flushes. So every time you flush, like this,
okay.
But getting that toilet on there, we had to kind of drill the top of it down so it could hold sturdy enough. Yeah. And underneath it, we hid the bolts and stuff with the tubing to look like it was a PVC type. But yeah, it was a very good project, very fun. Just don't take last, and that you won't be in that situation. But yeah,
that is awesome. Yeah, this is awesome. And it said that's amazing loser trophy. Yeah, that is a really. I don't want it in my house, but that is super.
I don't want to see it on someone else's screen all the time. That would make my heart feel better. Like just at least I didn't lose.
Yeah. At least I don't have that.
They know you're wrong, Brian. I'm like, you can't say that with that trophy behind you.
You should definitely make a nice YouTube short out of the guy that has to take it home.
It's funny. It's because it's Mark's dad. Or no, it almost was Mark's dad, and he barely won by like a point. So it's funny. We'll see. Yeah. But all season he only had one game. He only won one game, and then he went into the playoffs, and he barely won his trophy. The loser bowl trophy one. He only won 2 games in the entire season. The one in the season and that one that counted, and he didn't have to get it.
Nice.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's funny. Yeah, that is super awesome. Who did Mark's dad beat this year? So who's or I don't know if you want to say his name or anything.
No, we won't talk about that.
Really?
We won't talk about that.
Oh my god!
Freaking Braden, go get out of here. Braden chimes in most stupidest times. Get out of here. So you remember how I was saying earlier in the season how you don't want to be that one team that loses to the Lions?
Yep.
That was me. I was the team that lost to the Lions.
Now it makes sense where he's like, oh, he lost 2 games.
Oh my god.
Braden.
Good stuff, man. At least
Whatever,
you the last one.
I will see you in like a couple hours. Punk ass.
Anthony, bro. That's funny, man. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
All right.
So yeah, so like I was saying real quick, I know Anthony's saying so support. So we all try to support each other, man. So make sure you go check out Get Right. They're on our friends list at the bottom of our YouTube page. Make sure you check out Dynasty Pylon if you're on the Nerd Huddle channel right now. If you're on the Nerd Huddle, or if you're on the vice versa, check out all the Nerd Huddle guys in the description.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah, it's a little echoey. We got Brian's stadium audio. But yeah, man. But cool, man. Let's get out of here. I gotta go eat some breakfast / lunch. But love to see it. Love to see it. See you guys.
All right.
See you guys later, man. See you next week.
Yeah, guys.